Welcome to the United States of Tiffany. Our commentary offers a humorous take on wrestling. Please note, we're not bullying or attacking the wrestlers. We're engaging with the choreographed sport and its storylines. Our jokes and observations are about the characters and storylines, not the real people behind them. Tourists and citizens alike, welcome. Enjoy the show, and remember, it's all in good fun.
Well. Smackdown is over, and if you haven't done me a solid, I did upload a very small video to YouTube. This phone is just doing the most. And in that video, I detailed who I think should win the Elimination Chamber to be Cody's opponent going into WrestleMania. Irregardless of his decision, I detailed why that said person should be the one to win and go on to WrestleMania, because they would work in both scenarios. Go listen to the video, comment on the video, and tell me what you think. Give me your pick. Tell me if you think I was wrong. Tell me where you think I went wrong and where I could go right. I want to see the conversation. With all that being said, it's time to talk about tonight's show. Smackdown was actually fairly entertaining this week. It wasn't a lot of fluff and bullshit. The show opened up with Trish Stratus. Trish Stratus came out there. She was pandering to her fans, and of course, Tiffany Stratton came and followed. They tried to talk, but they were interrupted by Chelsea and Piper. Chelsea ate fucking Tiffany's ass up on that microphone, okay? No matter what Tiffany said, Chelsea came back at her strong. It is very apparent that Tiffany Stratton definitely needs promo help. She needs that. It's good. It's easy when you are a heel. This is what I be telling people. It is easy to be a heel because being nasty and having a nasty quip always works. But it is difficult when you have to be a face and actually say something worthwhile. And it ain't always that you got to be nasty or get back. It's just what you say matters. We'll get to that towards the end of the show in a minute. Because in order for you to look like you will be able to contend with said competitor, you got to be able to talk. And I mean on your feet, quickly, respond, have a rebuttal. It needs to be prepared, because the way Chelsea ate y'all two hoes up, a veteran and a noob, is crazy. Okay? That's crazy. Now, no shade to Chelsea. We all know Chelsea got the smoke. But I'm just saying, the way she ate Trish and Tiffany Stratton up in one swoop, it was one comment, bing, bang, boom, we out of here. Okay? This led to a match between Tiffany and Chelsea. Now, as far as I know, the match never really happened because Tiffany got attacked, as did Trish Stratus. They ended up fighting. This led to Nia trying to annihilate Trish Stratus, and this led to a back and forth between the four girls. They got Candice down. Nia out the ring, and she was getting ready to hit the prettiest moonsault, but they was able to get Candice out the way. So it looks like the two teams are now on an even playing field, and nobody has the momentum going into Elimination Chamber But I'm gonna tell you right now, Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus are winning at Elimination Chamber. That's just happening. Now, all throughout the night, what we got was a tournament. Okay, we got 3 separate qualifier matches for the United States Championship. LA Knight faced off against Santos Escobar. He beat Santos. Andrade went up against Jacob because Solo decided that this time was for Jacob. Jacob surpassed Andrade. And then you had Braun Strowman facing off against Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes was able to ease on by because Solo and Tama attacked Braun Strowman. This also led to Tama Tonga getting beat the hell out of by Braun Strowman, and Braun Strowman has declared that Solo is on his list numero uno. He is enemy number 1, and he is going to make sure he takes care of him very, very, very soon. Now, after these 3 men have qualified, this led them to a triple threat match towards the end of the night, which was actually pretty decent. LA Knight faced off against Jacob and Solo, and those 3 men put on a pretty good match. Jacob was throwing people around, ended up diving over the barricade, missing both men. Carmelo Hayes and his striking capabilities is crazy. He was able to hit the first 48 while LA Knight had Jacob in the BFT. So not only did he get hit with the BFT, he also was able to hit LA Knight with the first 48. This led to LA Knight being pinned by Carmelo, but he couldn't get the pin. LA Knight kicked out, and it led to a series of events that led LA Knight to be able to pick up the win. He stole this win from Jacob Fatu. Jacob had did all the work, took down Carmelo, and right when he got ready to lay down for the pin, that's when LA Knight pulled him out the ring, came in, stole it, and rolled out. So now, officially, LA Knight is your number 1 contender. Now, I saw online a lot of people were very upset. They felt like LA Knight shouldn't have been in this tournament because he was already the number 1 contender. Problem with that is LA Knight had not qualified. And whether you like it or not, people are no longer guaranteed title defenses or a title shot simply because they were former champions. If you notice, this happens a lot in NXT and currently on the main roster. So most of the time, they're not guaranteed a shot. They either have to earn it or the champion that is currently holding the title has to give it to them. That's how Braun Breaker was able to get his title back. He goaded Sammy into giving him another title shot. Same thing for Shinsuke Nakamura. He goaded LA Knight into a title shot, and he got it. LA Knight has yet to get a title shot, but so has Trick Williams. Trick Williams is on NXT, and there have been at least 2 other people who have jumped in front of him to be the number 1 contender. Being a former champion, especially when you were the one who held it before the current champion, does not guarantee you a title shot. Okay? It doesn't guarantee you anything. I want to make that very clear. You're not automatically going to receive a rematch. The rules have changed. With all that being said, let's get into tag team division mess. The Street Profits showed up on Smackdown, and LA and Legado del Fantasma decided to walk up on the Street Profits and Nick. Now, Nick was talking to the Street Profits, and they basically was like, listen, y'all can't be coming out here attacking people during matches and killing matches. Y'all can't be doing that. And the Street Profits was like, until you give us what we are due, until you give us what's owed to us, a title shot we never got to get, or at least redeem, and they keep their asses off of us, I'm not doing nothing. Everybody's going to get the smoke until we get what we are rightfully owed. And I was like, period. Legado del Fantasma come walking up, and Santos is talking. He was like, I want y'all to apologize for accusing Los Garzas and accusing us of attacking you. And I said, hold on, back it up. It was not the Street Profits that accused you, babes. It was Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly were the ones who accused you. Now, the Street Profits attacked you. So if you want an apology for the attack, maybe. In my eyes, yo was old and ass whooping just for being there. Okay? I wouldn't give a damn. I wouldn't apologize for shit either. But the Street Profits was like, you ain't getting shit from us. But another beatdown. What's up? And them niggas about to go at it. And Nick was like, hey, y'all got a match tonight? Say that shit for the ring. And Montez was like, all right, cool, boss. Like, nigga, you better make them damn matches before we keep shaking tables around this motherfucker. Shoot. Anyways, all night, The Rock has been laying it on thick for Cody. Cody had a security escort to his private locker room. Cody had a beautiful setup. Seafood is everywhere. I don't know why people equate seafood with the rich, but eating a lot of seafood.
All them sea roaches.
Okay, girl. But they had a lot of scrimps and crab and imitation crab and all kind of shit was out there. And Truth was in there sitting on the couch. Truth was sitting on the couch. He said, hey, can you tell him next time to bring him? I don't know what he asked him for, but he asked for something he wanted. And Cody was like, yeah, sure. Whatever makes you happy, Truth. He's like, thanks, man. This is the light. You know, Cody's standing there still contemplating, still thinking. He comes across Drew McIntyre, which I'm going to get to that shit in a minute. And Drew McIntyre's just like, yeah, man. I don't know why The Rock wants your soul, because he's going to find out once you accept his offer that you sold your soul a long time ago. I was like, pot and kettle. Pot and kettle. Because I distinctly remember you were touted as the future via none other than he who shall not be named. Okay? It was you being strutted around the WWE, being called the future of the company, being called the man. You with the smirk, who was half your body weight as of right now, no facial hair, and looked like a grown man child. It was you, sweetheart. Can you stop?
Okay.
Thanks. It was you. So
okay, I quit. I couldn't help it. I'm sorry. I don't know why you look at that. Was what?
don't get married. It's a trap. It is a trap.
Don't tell them people that.
It's a trap. They lied to you.
No, they didn't.
Don't do it. They lied to you. Anyways, before I was so rudely interrupted by the grown man child that I'm married to. Rude. Of course, this didn't make Cody too happy. He then comes across The Miz, who is the other side of the spectrum. And The Miz basically says, listen, The Rock can take you to places that you have never gone. He was like, he can give you access to things that you have never had access to. Like, you can't pass this up. He said, this is a once in a lifetime offer. You will be rolling in money. You will be rich. You will be able to surpass anything that anybody else has to offer. You can do this without having to fight, claw, kick, or scream. Are you kidding me? What is there to think about? Take the offer. And then he says, or somebody else will. Well, I was like, you right about that. Somebody else definitely will. Then the final boss, so eloquently put, was CM Punk. And CM Punk was like, man, he wants your soul. What does that mean? And Cody says, I don't know. And he says, huh? He says, what would young Cody think about? Or what would young Cody do? He says, I can tell you what young CM Punk would have done. Young CM Punk would have taken that deal. He would have taken it and he would have been champion. He would have been at Mania. He would have had the money, the fame, the fortune. He would have done it all. But I'm glad they never offered me that deal. Because now, being who I am and at the age that I am, I'm a bit wiser and a little bit stronger and have a better understanding of what's going on here. And he said, I'd like to think that you feel the same. But he says, I'm not here to judge you. Because he says, I'm telling you to take the deal. Cody's like, what? He's like, yeah, I want you to take that deal. I want you to shine it up real nice. Turn that some bitch sideways. You get what I'm saying? And shove it straight up his candy ass. Come on, man. You're the champion. You've headlined WrestleMania. There's nothing that he can give you that you haven't gained or earned on your own. Nothing. And this is what I've been saying. What can he offer that you can't provide for yourself with your salary, with your fame? What can he offer you outside of time away from WWE? Which it seems when you become champion, you really can make your own way. You can make your own rules. Every champion has had their own way of doing things, right? Look at Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns ain't wrestled on network TV, but maybe 4 times throughout the time he was champion, maybe bump it to 6. And all of those times were in tag team matches. They were not in singles competition or challenges for his title. Cody has wrestled more during his entire title reign than Roman Reigns has wrestled in the 4 years he was champion, which is fine. It is nothing wrong with preserving yourself for something that's bigger and better. Nothing is wrong with that. Because I would rather you give me one good 5-star match than to give me 18 mediocre matches. You feel what I'm saying? Nothing's wrong with that. I'm just saying, giving your soul to The Rock doesn't really help you in any shape or form. And quite frankly, either way you pick, you are either going to be owned by The Rock or you're going to be hunted by him. It really depends on what you prefer. Do you want to be on his side or do you want to be opposing him? Then, as he's out there talking to Michael Cole, who's also laying it on very thick, The Rock decides to deliver Cody with a beautiful truck. The truck is wrapped in all of Cody's insignia. It has his name on the hood. That big ass, goddamn ugly ass American Nightmare tattoo is everywhere. And then The Rock comes on the screen at the airport where his private jet is, and he's talking to Cody, talking in circles again. Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes. Same monotone, same fake ass smile. Oh my God, Cody Rhodes, you and I have been talking. We've been talking all week. I've been texting you. You've been texting me. I FaceTimed you one time. Cody Rhodes, you know you're my brother. You know I love you. I talked to your beautiful wife, seen your beautiful wife, had the privilege of meeting your beautiful wife, your wonderful daughter, had the privilege of meeting your daughter. That's how he talks. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. If it wasn't so annoying, you could kind of admire it. It is a way of hypnotizing a person when you're speaking to them. Before you click off the video, hear me out. Manipulators have a way of speaking. The manipulation is not just in what they're saying. It's in action. It's how the manipulation is being executed. And The Rock is very good at it. Why he keeps repeating Cody Rhodes' name over and over again. Why does he keep saying his name? It's one, so that you will relax, because you're hearing your name. It gives more of a rapport, at least to an unsuspecting person. It's like I'm trying to be in a kidnapping situation. You're talking to the kidnapper. Listen, you don't have to do this, Reggie. I'm your friend, okay? We're in this together, right? You don't have to kill me, Reggie. You don't have to do this to me, Reggie. I'm your friend. I've never wanted to hurt you. Do you get what I'm saying now? There's a system. And in order for you to play the game, you got to know the system. You see, The Rock has created himself or boosted himself to be an entity, not necessarily a person, but an entity with a massive amount of control that WWE and TKO have graced upon him. Now, how do you wield that power and control? The only way to do that is to control the man who owns the masses. Who owns the masses in WWE? Your champion, right? And no shade to Gunther, but Gunther isn't the WWE champion. He is the world heavyweight champion. And while he wields a certain level of power, there's something to the moniker of the WWE champion that puts you in the limelight. Why? You're the namesake of the WWE. You're at the top of the mountain. No one is at where you are. Not even Gunther. There are titles, they're not equal, babe. As much as people want to make it seem as though they are, they aren't. With that being said, The Rock has a way of doing things, and he's doing it on purpose to remove Cody's shields, to take down the walls of protection. This is so he can start the manipulation of getting into his head. That's why he brings up his family often, his dead father, his mom, his siblings, his wife, his children. These are triggers that he knows will invoke emotion. This will cause him to think off of emotion instead of logic, right? Because logically, it makes no sense for Cody to be on The Rock's side. Not too long ago, Cody was bleeding and getting his ass whooped by The Rock. This wasn't that long ago. Not too long ago. The Rock made a threat, not a promise, a threat that Cody would have to see him again, that their paths were not over crossing. This was right after Mania. He put something in his hand, told him right then, don't you ever break my heart again. You remember, this was almost a year ago. April 7th, 8th, April 8th will be a year. These were the words that he spoke. Don't you break my heart again. And then he said it again today. He says, don't you break my heart again. Now, up until now, I thought he was playing softball, but this man is diabolical because he has a weight belt. And you know, him and Cody, they live for a good weight belt, right? He has a weight belt within an insignia saying Cody Rhodes' soul. And it's Cody Rhodes', the death date of Cody Rhodes' father is inscribed on this belt, along with the words Cody Rhodes' soul.
Cody's soul on the belt.
Now, I don't know about y'all, but it looks to me like not only is he disrespecting you, but he just spit in your fucking face. If something should happen to my daddy, God forbid, it would take hellfire and everything you got to keep me from killing somebody who did something like that. Because how dare you? How dare you use the death of my father and you imprint this on a belt? On a belt? If that wasn't enough to show you that maybe this wasn't the goal, I don't know what is. I would have to think that you don't really have any self-worth. You don't value yourself enough to know that you already have it all and he can't give you anything that you can't get yourself. But whatever makes you happy. Now let's talk about Logan Paul. Today, Drew McIntyre came out there to cut off a video package from John Cena. He decided to go in on John Cena. Everybody seems to be nitpicking at John Cena. John Cena is not there. From what I understand, John Cena was still filming the movie in Hungary at the time of the booking of the Elimination Chamber. That's why he was declared for the chamber. So John Cena is going to show up in Toronto tomorrow for the chamber and have the match with the rest of the guys. But Drew McIntyre decided to make a whole segment about John Cena, going off on him. This led to Damian Priest coming out there to try to calm this storm because he like, you are out here talking shit, but he like, you are talking about how everybody screwed you, but he was like, you're not telling the truth. He was like, all I do is tell the truth. He was like, no, you don't. You don't. You skim over it as if you had no accountability here for the things that happened to you. He was like, yeah, you won at Royal. You won at the WrestleMania last year. But the reason why you lost is because you had a weird-ass obsession with CM Punk and you couldn't get over it. That's why you lost. And I was like, bitch, box checked. Like, what? He was like, no, I don't have a weird-ass obsession with CM Punk. That's not true. He was like, then you get to the next one. You get to the next challenge to possibly win the title prior to that. Weird-ass obsession with CM Punk. Lost that shit, too. I'm like, where's the lie? Where's the lie? He was like, I don't have a weird obsession with CM Punk. I'm dropping the bombs now. He like, look at how you're fucking sitting on the table. What are you talking about? Your whole makeup and demeanor, you assimilate. What are you, the fucking Borg? What is happening? Like, get your shit together. You're going to be locked in a cage with 5 other men. And you seem to think you got this shit in the bag. You don't, babe. All of us got our own motherfucking and our own dreams and goals. You're just one cog in the machine. It doesn't mean that you're guaranteed a shot because you feel like you've been screwed over. Nah, that's not how this fucking works. Stop bitching. And if you want some, come get some. Because we can stop all this talking and fight right now. Drew was like, all right, cool. Dropped his microphone, and then Steph came out there. I ain't gonna lie. CM Punk did clock that nigga T when he said he looked like an oven mitt. Troy, I love you, baby, but he did. He did look like an oven mitt. Anyway, Seth came out there. He was like, listen, you do got a weird ass obsession with CM Punk. Like, stop crying. And you, Damian Priest, he was like, last time I saw you, I almost beat you. And had it not been for the little gremlin CM Punk hiding underneath the ring when fucking Drew tried to cash in, I would have won. But we're not here to talk about the past. We're here to talk about WrestleMania. And I'm here to tell both of y'all right now, neither one of y'all are making it to Mania. As long as I'm in this match, it's going to be me going to Mania. Then CM Punk came out there. CM Punk came out there and was like, y'all are out here talking about me. Damian, I ain't got no problem with you. But once we get inside that cage, it's the motherfucking, it's man for themselves. I don't give a fuck about you, what you want, where you going, what you need, who baby mama you with, where you live at, where you drop your dick at. I don't care. Okay? I'm going through your big ass, and I'm definitely going through that big motherfucker right there because I don't know what you talking about, but I own your bitch ass. No matter what you do, I whoop the dog shit out your ass at Hell in a Cell. So there's nothing that you can say or do. You're going to be locked inside a cage with me. You know what the fuck that's like. So you might as well shut your ass up. And you, oven mitt, You. I just beat the brakes off of you on January 6th. There's nothing you can say to me either. So y'all are not locked in a cage with just you and Damien and you two. No. You locked in a cage with me. And I am going to WrestleMania because I'm not worried about none of you motherfuckers. I'm fixated on WrestleMania. Then Seth said, I don't give a damn what I got to do. If I'm not going to Mania, I'll be damned if your ass going to Mania. You ain't going to Mania. He said, you go to Mania over my dead body. And CM Punk said, well, if that's the way you want it, bitch. If that's the way you want it, then so be it. He said, I would rather die than have you go to Mania. I will do everything in my power to ensure your ass doesn't go, especially if I can't go. And they going back and forth. They arguing. Then John Cena music hit. Right? We all sitting here like, damn, John coming out. What's up? And of course, Drew McIntyre, he backed down when he heard John Cena music, but it wasn't John Cena. It was Logan Paul. And this is why I say, just because you can wrestle doesn't mean you're a WWE superstar. Just because you can wrestle doesn't mean you're a professional wrestler. That shit that we heard from that motherfucker was trash. This is why you need to put these people through promo class. They need something, because what the fuck did we get from him today? All the other people that was out there had credible shit. Said credible shit. Even Drew. Okay? And you bring him out here. You could have said anything. This is why I say it is not hard for you to talk, but you got to have your wits about you, right? Because see, I'm not opposed to cutting a bitch down. I'd have been like, look, all y'all out here arguing and fighting. Seth, your ass couldn't dress for the life of you, so you went and found one of the best. You ain't found one of the best stylists you could find, but he still don't know how to set your tone. He still don't know how to give you no style, and it's because you ain't got no motherfucking swag. It's because you can't own what you wearing. You ain't got no swag, baby. And it's cool. This is the reason why you obsessed with non-dressing ass CM Punk. CM Punk dressed like a vagabond. He dressed like a man that lived in the motherfucking trash. And that's because he don't give a damn about what nobody think about him in terms of his appearance. He don't give a shit about that. We can tell from the bags under his ass. Okay? But your biggest problem is it's the easiest solution. All you have to do is just leave this motherfucker alone. He don't give a damn about you. He don't care about you, and you too busy worried about him. You are trying so hard to make this man care about you. Why? For what? For what? And you, Drew, same thing, different toilet. You wanted this man to care about you so much. Why do y'all give a damn about this man? For what? He calls himself the best in the world, not because he is, but because he believes that. But there are thousands of people who are ahead of him in terms of wrestling, mic skills, me included. Okay? Ain't nobody, he's not the best in the world because he's proven that. He's the best in the world because he believes that. Because he keeps saying it, so you keep thinking that it's true. But it's not. CM Punk, we're not even going to talk to you. Okay? Because you're irrelevant. 10 years, you left here, said you hated this place. Vince McMahon damn near dies. You come back. Boy, bye. Okay? Please. And you don't even like the motherfucker that's in charge. You don't even like him. Okay? It's just a mutual understanding. I get paid. I can come out here after 10 years and talk shit. Child bone. Because if your ass wasn't over at AEW fighting with motherfucking Jungle Boy, you still would be over there running AEW. Which, to be honest, you could go back because they need you, baby. They need you right now. Okay? Now, Damien, sweetheart, I love you, but the inside of your knees touch, okay? I'm going to need for you to take a 50 feet step backwards, all right? I don't give a damn how many choke slams you done did, how many, it'll mess me up. I don't care how many times you in there talking about dropping fools and kicking asses. The fact of the matter is, we don't care. We don't care, babes. And Drew, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. You are a crybaby bitch. You are one of the biggest crybabies I have ever seen in my life. You're a man who gets an opportunity after opportunity after opportunity and still fumbles the ball. Hold on to the ball, Drew. You're supposed to catch and run, not catch and release. Okay? God damn. That's how you cut a promo, okay? That's how you do that. That was simple. I didn't even go deep. I just went off the cuff. And your stupid ass Logan Paul couldn't even do that. You couldn't even go out there and say anything worthwhile. You had to be a dumbass. It proves that you're stupid. That you are incapable of the most minuscule of things. Okay? You're dumb, child. Idiotic. I feel bad for your baby. Because that child has half of your smarts and half of their mothers. And I feel bad for the baby. Y'all done cursed that child with stupidity. And that's unfortunate for them. That really is. They're coming up in a world where their daddy is one of the most hated people in the world. And that's sad. It's really sad. I have never heard such a terrible promo from anybody, celebrity or wrestler alike. I've never heard such a terrible promo in my entire life. You, sir, are horrible on the microphone. And if anything taught you anything today, what it should have taught you is when you are in the presence of these types of men, you are so far behind. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous how far behind you are. It's sad. I've never seen that before. Never. Never. I've never seen a man be in a ring and you're on the outside. You don't even have to be in there. And you can't cut a promo. You can't cut a promo. I didn't even have to go for everybody. You could go in there and cut the promo on everybody. You could have just said something simple. None of you fools is winning in the chamber. None of you. Y'all seem to think because you locked in this cage that guarantees you to win. No, you got to have your wits about you in that cage. I've been in the chamber. Some of y'all have been in the chamber. So y'all know what it's like. And it only takes a minuscule second for you to get a pin and get out. So don't act like you just got this in the bag because y'all are all locked in the cage with somebody who's going to be outsmarting you, outthinking you, and I don't even have to out wrestle you to do it. See what I'm saying? Easy promo. Cut the promo, drop the microphone, walk your ass up out of there. What was the problem? You did not even have to address everybody. You could have just made it so that it was very simple and it covered everybody. How come you couldn't do that? And I did that, and I've been sitting here talking for 5 minutes. Huh? How come you couldn't do that? Stupid. Don't make no damn sense. You ruined a really good moment between all 4 of them competitors. You ruined a good moment. Child. Anyways, there was a 6-woman tag team match today. And it was because Liv was on the dance. Let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Liv Morgan as a heel is annoying. She talk fast and she listens slow. Now, if you was out there talking, why did you somehow believe that you was safe and protected? Raquel's back. Cobra back is back to the damn door. She can't see nothing. Nobody's coming out there to save you. If anything, they're coming out there to whoop your ass. Okay? Now, Michael asked her about Jade Cargill and if she did the attacking, and she said, oh, well, the women's division isn't lacking. We're thriving. I'm thriving. Talking all fast and listening slow. Got your ass shook. Bianca hit your ass so hard you fell into the cameraman, bitch. Your arm almost came out the socket again. You almost tore your arm up again, bitch. She busted your bony white ass. You and them heavy tracks got tore up. She whooped your ass. Double clubbed you in the bike and you fell forward, almost busting your shit. Then she grabbed you off the floor, dragged you, and was beating your ass. She stomped a mud hole in your ass the whole time. You didn't get no offense. First of all, that proves your ass can't fight in real life. You can't fight. You cannot fight, and that's terrible. That's terrible. All the wrestling moves you know, and if a bitch get the drop on you, you are gone. Do you hear me? You are gone. Now, Naomi, she had a big cobra back to fight, okay? Which they should have switched because Naomi wasn't struggling. She had Cobra back together, but child, when I tell you Bianca got the drop on her ass when she took her shoes off and went out there and beat the brakes off of Liv Morgan, she beat the shit off of Liv Morgan. I was cackling. They had their 6-woman tag team match. They out there. A lot of interference happened. Roxanne was able to get Bailey in the ring. She was legal alone. Pop Rocks got hit on her. And that's how Roxanne was able to pick up the win for her team. Which I'm telling you right now, that means that none of them, Liv nor Roxanne, is going to win in the chamber. They're going to be eliminated. Okay? Now, Alexa came in there, took out Roxanne. I don't think Alexa Bliss went in the chamber either. But y'all know some weird shit definitely gonna go down in the chamber. So whoever attacks Bliss, whoever beats her or pins her in that chamber, if, you know, whoever it is, they may have to contend with the entity known as Alexa Bliss if that happens. But child, I don't know. Alexa Bliss was standing tall. She hit that Sister Abigail on Roxanne, and Roxanne was honey. Roxanne was laid at. Now, we had a pretty full show today, like I said. There was supposed to be a tag team match between Street Profits and Los Garza. The match never really got started because DIY attacked the Street Profits before they can get in the ring. Then you had who came out there, Jared? It was the Street Profits, Los Garza, Pretty Deadly,
Motor City Machine Guns.
And Motor City Machine Guns came out there last, right? Yep. I want to say it was a 15. Why I want to say that?
Street Profits and Los Garza was already out there.
Yeah.
And you had DIY Los Garza's went out there first. Street Profits was coming out, got attacked by
DIY attacked them.
That's 3.
Then DIY
is 4.
Right.
Motor Machine Guns is 5.
Okay. So you had that going on. Child. They sent out the producers to break everybody up, and that's how that went down. Now, I don't know how they're going to fix this, but if I were Nick Aldis, instead of doing another number 1 contenders match, because nobody's going to let them win the match fair and square, make it a tag team ladder match at WrestleMania again and let the Street Profits win. That way, nobody has to worry about anybody getting attacked because they all gonna be in the match. And nobody has to worry about losing an opportunity because you all get an equal opportunity. Now, if the Street Profits don't win in this match, they very well could come back. No, I think this works. Because Don said he don't want any more action-packed Mania, to be honest. No, I think a tag team ladder match is worthwhile because of what's happening on Smackdown. No tag team is going to let anybody have a clean match, especially the Street Profits. It doesn't make sense to put them in a title match when Motor City Machine Guns is probably going to come out there. Los Garza is probably going to come out there. Then you probably going to have Pretty Daddy coming out there because all of them feel like they owe Street Profits a receipt. So in order to make it fair, put them in a ladder match at WrestleMania. I don't mind a ladder match at WrestleMania for the tag team titles for the men. That was fun last year. It'll be fun this year. It should happen at Mania. I don't want to see it on no Smackdown. I don't want to see that. Make it happen at Mania. The men deserve to be able to have a moment at Mania too. I don't want to see them fighting for the titles on a SmackDown before WrestleMania. No. And there ain't no pay-per-view before Mania except for Elimination Chamber. So no, I don't want to see that. And I don't think that's fair to them. Hopefully they get them a title match at Mania and they make it into a ladder match and they do it that way. I'd rather they do that than to wait until the night before or a week before and they defend the titles there. I don't like that. Now, Elimination Chamber is tomorrow. It starts at 7. They have a pre-show that starts at 5, I want to say. They had a kickoff today for Elimination Chamber, which is what you saw from the clip of Bianca attacking Liv and Naomi attacking Raquel. And then you already had Bayley out there with Roxanne. They got into it. That's how we got that 6-woman tag. Elimination Chamber is tomorrow. They're supposed to have a pre-show. It starts at 5 or 6. I'm not sure. But the matches are as follows. There's only 4 matches and 1 segment. Okay. So Trish Stratus is going to be teaming up with Tiffany Stratton. They're going to be fighting Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. Tiffany Stratton and Trish Stratus are winning. Simple as that. You got the women's chamber match. Roxanne, Bayley, Naomi, Bliss, Liv, and Bianca are all competing in this match. Honestly, it can swing either way. But I'm telling you right now, Liv Morgan, Roxanne Perez, and Bliss are probably not going to win. It's going to come down to one of these 3, Naomi, Bianca, or Bayley. I'm just telling y'all, that's what I'm feeling. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm feeling. Now, there's an unsanctioned match here, and I'm not quite sure of where they're going to place this, but if I were them, this would be my opening match. It's unsanctioned. They're more than likely going to close with Cody and The Rock. So I would have this match come up first. If they don't close with Cody and The Rock, and they decide to put Cody and The Rock up first, which would be very interesting, let Kevin and Sami close out the show. But this match is unsanctioned, which means legally WWE is not liable for anything that happens in this match. If somebody gets hurt or injured, it's on your own reconnaissance. It is what it is. These 2 men cut a promo on each other today. I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't listen to it. It felt like it was going to be much of the same. Kevin wasn't even there. He was at the other stadium where they're actually going to have the event for Elimination Chamber. And he basically said what he always said. He's like, I'm going to put you down. This is different from our other matches. And this is the last time we're going to fight it out or whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. Love that for you. Sure. They do. But I don't know what they're going to do. So I said it could go last. And I possibly wouldn't mind it going first, honestly. But okay, so it'll probably be last. All right, so we got Cody Rhodes and The Rock. Cody got a decision to make. It's up to him. I don't know what he's going to do. And at this point, I'm just more concerned about who's going to win the chamber than I am about his decision. Real talk, the way The Rock been landed on real thick when he really didn't have to leads me to believe that Cody is definitely going to say no. I don't know, but that's just where my head is at when it comes to this. And then we're going to end up with a month and a half of The Rock going after Cody the way he did the first time. So it's going to be interesting. And last but not least, we have the men's chamber. John Cena's in it. Punk is in it. Drew is in it. Damian is in it. And so is Seth. And then there's a mystery man. So I guess now if Roman Reigns was really a cold motherfucker, he would take out CM Punk or Seth and enter into the chamber himself. If he was really on some dastardly shit. But he tweeted out on his Twitter that when they go overseas to where they going? How you say that? What place? Is it Bologna? Is that how you say it? It's spelled how you spell Bologna. Like people call it Bologna. Dry call it Bologna because he don't like it. But it's a country. I think it's in Germany and it's called Bologna, I believe. They're supposed to be going over there. They're supposed to be going on a European tour. Now he can take out Logan. That's crazy. I take out Seth for that shit he pulled at Rumble. I mean, I feel like that's when he's going to give Seth the receipt. He said when they go overseas, the receipts are coming. I don't know why he waiting until then, but that's his business. Live your best life. I imagine the receipt is coming and Seth, Roman, and CM Punk are going to be intertwined into this feud. And that's going to be one of the biggest feuds on the card for WrestleMania. Hold on. She said, you know they get tore up during the European tours. They do. That's crazy. Any whoosies, I don't know who's gonna win in the chamber. But I do think that Logan Paul is not winning. I also don't think Damian Priest is winning. Unfortunately for Priest, he got roped into a chamber that was so heavily stacked. And while he is in it, it also elevates it because he's in it. He is one of the last names on the list that most people would think would win, which you would probably go, it's more likely that he could win. But given the story that they're getting ready to tell, I don't know. Is it possible that Damian Priest could be the one to win? Yes, it's very possible. But all of that would contend on what Cody would decide, which is why I'm kind of hoping Cody's segment goes first, because whatever Cody decides will determine how this night will end. You get what I mean? So it's a very, very rocky, interesting situation. Oh, yeah? What's the rumor? Uh-oh. The co-holder rumor. She heard a rumor. She heard a rumor. The rumors are swirling. Oh, my back, child. I'm too old for this. Help me. You're too many me. Ready, meet your mom. Keep the dog and name it after me. Hey, Pookie. In my alternate reality, it was a new thing. Oh, Complainer is set to win, apparently. Well. If that's the case, then my theory is right. If that's the case, then I am right. I was right. If y'all want to hear what I'm really talking about, please go over to Down for the Counts podcast and go listen to the show, because we talked about this over there. And I told them there was 2 people that could possibly win this chamber. I'm telling you. I think it's going to go the way I thought it's going to go. Yep. Well, I'm telling you, if he wins, for sure, Cody's saying no. I'm telling you. And Drew is going to be getting all the accolades. The Rock going to be showering with him with everything, and he gonna lose at Mania. He's not winning. Just take me out then, because oh my gosh. Honestly, it's not that serious. Who else in there would sell their soul? Oh, well. I think John Cena would if given the right insignia. You ain't gave him enough incentive to sell it, and he definitely could. I told y'all he's super vulnerable right now. Lost after loss after loss after loss. And all he would need is a little whisper, a little nudge. And that is the same position that Drew McIntyre is in. He wants to pretend like he would never sell his soul because he has a merit, and he's a man of the truth. He's a man of people, right? The reality is he'll do anything to get that championship. Drew McIntyre is just as vulnerable as John Cena is, just his vulnerability is different. So he will sell his soul in a heartbeat because he's that desperate to be champion. Oh, yeah. I don't think he beating him at Mania, but he damn sure going to try. He damn sure is going to try, y'all. Well, if that's the case, good luck, Drew, and Godspeed. That's all I can tell you. You're going to be on a bumpy ride. I don't know what to say. I'm going to get my ass up out of here because I'm sleepy. And I have to cook tomorrow. So, you guys make sure that you rate, comment, and subscribe. All right, go to my other video because before we found out this rumor, I had a pick for the chamber. Whether Cody said yes or no, I explained it so that you can understand why my pick is my pick. But you guys go over to that video, blow it up with likes, and give me some comments on there and tell me what you think. All right, I'm going to get my ass up out of here. Y'all be easy. I'll see y'all tomorrow after Chamber.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe for more wrestling content. Check out our merch and consider becoming a member for exclusive perks, special emojis, and members-only content.